Next, the Packers visit the Big Easy to take on the Saints, who are without Drew Brees for the first time since 2005. It's the start of a new era in New Orleans, and it's only on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Caesars Superdome. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, so happy to be with you to kick off this much-anticipated 2021 season. With me in the booth as we begin our sixth season together is, of course, Charles Davis. And, CD, so much to watch for coming up. What are you keeping an eye on?
Well, Brandon, I'm ecstatic to be back with you, of course, and we've got a good one right here out of the gates. I'm interested in seeing some of the changes in 2021. Running backs and wideouts, even linebackers wearing single-digit numbers. But even more than that, I want to see the changes defenses have made because last year, we averaged 49.6 points per game. That's the highest ever by 3 full points. Can these defenses make an adjustment and start to catch up?
Yeah, passer rating, CD, an all-time high. Completion percentage, also an all-time high. So as you said, will those numbers continue to climb northward, or will the defenses adjust? Here's Michael Badgley now to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. We get our first look now at Aaron Rodgers in his 17th season now with the Green Bay Packers. And, of course, coming off a great 2020 where he took home the MVP trophy.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. CD, you take a look at this draft class from this offense, and they went defense with their first-round pick.
Yeah, and you and I both know there were a lot of good players on that list, but this was a defense that was in need of an infusion of youth and speed, and that's what they got.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Now Rodgers. Unable to find Allen Lazard. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rodgers now on first down. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. They run with Jones on first down, but he'll struggle here just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. McCann's kick up and good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former first-round pick in his second season now in the NFL. From Utah State, it's Jordan Love.
And at the start of Jordan Love's NFL career, he had one of the best seats in the stadium watching Aaron Rodgers work. But now, he's looking for more than that. Rocket arm, big play potential. And he wants to show this organization that he's capable of being a dependable starter for the foreseeable future.
The first carry now. This is Hill. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Throwing. Love. And he whips that one incomplete there. They were looking for Johnson that time. And that takes us from second to third down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. First and 10. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. Here's Rodgers to throw. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Rodgers. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now it's Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. As a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards, so many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll run for it with Hill. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Let's go.
The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Rodgers throw complete here to his receiver Brown. And out of bounds right around the 20. 7 yards the pickup there. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Let's go.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Now Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Now Jones. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Saints offense now. They get ready to head back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that are going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles? Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's Love. They set up the screen to Hill. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Love's throw complete there to St. Brown. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. To throw now, here's Love. throw incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Packers ready to take over offensively. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep, Greg Ward. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going? And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The Saints in the hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll. To try again after the sack. Love going for Hurd on the deep ball. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Love going to stay out there. They'll take a chance on 4th down. On 4th down, Love. He's going to look deep here for Ward. And he fires one that's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Packers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Tom Brady, 2 touchdown passes, as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. From there, we head up to the Motor City to check in on the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting San Francisco 49ers. Jared Goff.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I established the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Hill. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. Love. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Love now. Gets this one to Hill. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here we go with Hill. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Love from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And a tackle there by Chris Barnes. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Love looking to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him. So I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
2nd down and goal. Love. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Saints. Equanimous St. Brown from 6 yards away. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
A big play that time on the catch and run. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Man open, that's Juwan Winfrey. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Jones with a nice gain there on first down as he takes us forward and call it a pickup of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go again to Jones. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers. That is caught inside the 5. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line. 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Jones. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan there to make the grab. And the Packers have taken the lead. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout. And that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Now Jones. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Underneath here to Hill. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Love. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. On play action, now Rodgers. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And that, in a nutshell, Shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Rodgers now on first down. Pass incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Rodgers will try again on second down. Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Come on now, let's go. Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Cyrus Jones picks it. And the Saints are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They'll go with Hill here on first down. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. Eric Stokes in on the tackle. 2nd and 8. Now Love. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. On play action. Love to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Love. It'll be a loss of 4 yards. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Green Bay, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.